Welcome back to Prime Time, y'all, and I'm back at it again with another story time. Before we get to the story time, go ahead and get your meal, your drink, your blunt, or your snack, and tell your man or a sneaky link that you will call them back because Prime just dropped a new story time. So we just finna hop right into the story. Wait, hold on, let's not hop right into the story time. We is almost at 1K. We almost at 1K. Oh my god, y'all! I can't believe like we is this close. Like, just keep liking and sharing, liking, baby. And subscribing. That's, most important. And please hit that motherfucking notification bell so you know when I fucking upload, bitches. Come on, hit that notification bell. Sure. It shouldn't, I don't know why it be taking y'all like 2 weeks to get to my motherfucking story time, but then y'all, in the comments like, oh my shit, and I'm just like, what story time is they even fucking talking about? Then I gotta do motherfucking research and shit. But anyways, let's hop right into the story time because I'm finna start rambling. So this story time takes place when I was like 16, y'all. I was 16. So, I was real new to like, being a hoe. I was real new to like being a hoe. I'm on Grindr. I was lying saying I'm 18, y'all know the story. Out in the streets. This, blank profile hit me up, and at the time I was like, oh shit, I conversated him for a little bit because back then I was still new. I was still fresh, so I wasn't really like, hey, show me a face pic real quick, So we talked for a little bit before, he actually sent me like some pictures. So after we talked for like a little bit, he sent me like some pics, some videos, some nudes. And I'm like, oh, okay, he's Middle Eastern. So at this point I get excited because I'm like, oh shit, baby, I ain't never had no Middle Eastern man, Middle Eastern meat. So I was like, oh shit, this should be fun, this should be new. Because, I always been the type of person that's like, I really don't have a type or really a preference. As long as you fine, baby, we can get it on. And so he was fine. But, the quality of the photos was, a little bad. So I'm like, okay, maybe he got like an old Android. But that's okay. Because, like, with all these pixels, it looks cute. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna see what he's about. So, of course, I send my news. He like, oh my god, you so hot, you so sexy, blah, 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 blah. So he like, oh, then you could come over to me. And I'm like, oh, well, I don't got no car. So I don't know how I'm gonna be able to come to you. So I don't know how this is gonna work. So he like, oh, that's fine. I could get you a lift. I'm like, oh, okay, period. So, y'all, he gave me a lift. I make up some lie to my mama. Because, she knew I was being a hoe. But, like, I still didn't want to admit to her that I'm like, I'm on doing hoe shit. But I'm like, oh, okay, mama, I'll be back, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna go hang out with a friend. But she knew what was going on.
So, you a hoe when your parent gives you a baggie of condoms. Talking about enjoy your spring break. Like, really, mama? Damn.
So I get my Uber. This older white gentleman, he's asked me, oh, where you heading? Like, because from what it looks like it looks like you just going to a parking lot. And me, I was like very straightforward. I'm like, I'm going to get some penis. When I tell you that man did not talk for the rest of the ride. He did not talk for the rest of the ride. Like, he was so cheery. Like, he greeted me. Like, it sounded like we was about to have a conversation. But after I told him what I was about to do, he did not talk. He did not talk at all. And he wasn't playing no music. So, like, it was a little awkward. But I was on my phone, so I wasn't really tripping. So, he drops me off. Mind you, this Middle Eastern man is a truck driver. So, he like, okay, we about to do this in my truck. I'm like, okay, like, we about to do this in your truck. Like, I'm interested. Like, I'm fucking with a few truck drivers. And, baby, like, it ain't that bad, hunching in a truck. Like, they got a whole bed in there and everything. Like, it's little living quarters. It's giving. Like, even though, like, it ain't, the best quality bed. But, baby, you can hunch. You can definitely hunch. So, I'm real little. So, I'm trying to get up in this truck. And baby, like, the step is high as fuck. I'm there, got to climb on this shit. He helped me up. But, I'm not really looking at him at this point. He held me up. I get inside. He shut it. I like stand up. You know, I'm standing in this bitch. It's big in here. Standing in this bitch. He turn around and I'm like, he looked like the pictures. Cause I'm not gonna say he catfished me, cause he did look like the pictures. However, bitch, these pictures must have been taken at least 3 to 5 years ago, because he looked, not only did he look older, which I don't got no problem with. You know, I love me an older gentleman, okay? But you know, he was a little bigger, okay? Which I also don't have no problem with, baby. You know, I love a little squeeze on something, hold on to something. But that's not what the pictures and videos is giving. So I'm like, damn. Okay, you know, I'm a little taken aback, but you know, he's still fine. You know, older, you know, bigger gentleman, okay? But not too big, you know, he just had a little extra meat on his bones, okay? So I'm like, okay, I'm a little disappointed, but I'm already here. So if he pull out this meat and it's not looking the same like the meat that he showed me, then that's when I'm gonna have to leave. So, you know, we get undressed and, you know, the meat is still meat. And I'm like, okay, now she's real. She's real. The meat was still meat. I want to say he had about a good 6.5. Good 6.5. I was like, oh, okay, you know, this is what I like. Not too big, not too small, but, you know, just right. So I'm like, okay. So I'm giving him head for a little bit. Then he like, oh, you want a 6'9"? I'm like, oh. You know, I haven't really tried that like that. So, you know, I'm curious. Let's try that. So we started 6'9", and y'all, it was good. It was so good. He's sucking on me. I'm sucking on him. But, you know, I'm struggling because, you know, I'm a little short. I want to say he was probably like 5'11". Not 6 feet, but he was close. So, you know, I'm struggling a little bit because, like, it's all the way up there. And I'm like, you know, I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. But I'm going to be honest. Like, it was not giving what it was supposed to give. I was really struggling. I was. But that's okay. But he was doing what he needs to do. Like, he was going to town on me. And I'm thinking to myself, damn, like, how the fuck am I supposed to reach this and then suck it sufficiently if, like, you're really hitting my spots? And I'm talking, like, he'll, like, take it out, then start kissing, like, my inner thigh. I didn't know I liked that until, you know, he started doing all that. I'm like, damn. You kissing on my inner thigh and shit like that. I'm like, well, I think I did like that. But he made me like it even more. He made me like it even more. But then he touched my balls and I was like, hold on, because I don't like my balls touch, okay? Like, damn, my balls is real sensitive. I don't even want you to look at my balls. That's how sensitive it is. I don't like my balls touch, sucks. None of that. I know, it's different, but I just don't like it. That's cute for y'all, but for me, that should be hurting. Not even gently. Don't even breathe on my shit. Don't even breathe on it, because it's too sensitive. Like, hey, just talking about it is fucking me up. Let's move on. So I could tell he wasn't really enjoying the 69, and so he was like, oh, okay. So, you know, he's just started giving me some head, you know, started munching on me. You know, because, you know, he was taking turns from, like, eating me out and then giving me head and eating me out and giving me head. And I was like, oh, shit, like, this is different. Okay, like, you doing everything at one time. Like, he's very much a multitasker, okay? So then it gets to a point, you know, he giving me head, but I'm like, okay, keep going because I'm starting to get close, all right? You know, he keep going in, boom, boom, ski, and then in his mouth, y'all, he swallow it. I'm like, damn. Oh, wow. Mind you, this was a lot because I want to say, when I'm linked up with him, like, I probably haven't hunched or, you know, did anything with anybody for, like, a good week. I probably jerked off during that week, but, like, doing a thing. So I was like, damn, you know, I really exploded. And I'm talking about, like, he swallowed it all. I'm just like, okay. Damn, so, you know, it's my turn. It's my turn, you know, I'm sucking around. Doing what I need to do, y'all. He not quick, y'all. It was probably all but 2 minutes. All but 2 minutes and he not quick. He nutted in my mouth a little bit, but, you know, I spit it out. I was like, You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, I lick on it a little bit. Like, because, you know, I landed on his chest. You know, he had a real Harry body. Oh my god. Y'all, I love my man Harry. So, you know, I look it up a little bit, but I spit it back out. I spit it back out. But I don't know, he was telling him on how I like slurped it back up and then spit it back out. He was like, oh my god, that's so fucking hot. You're gonna turn me on again. And I just nutted. And I'm like, oh, let's not do that now. Mind you, prior to like us talking, like, you know, I'm asking this man, I'm like, okay, how much you gonna pay me? Because I was still brand new in the game. I'm charging, my price was real cheap. I want to say $100. I'm like, you gonna give me $100 if I use some hand? He like, yeah. I'm like, cool. Because initially, he wanted to fuck. But I was asking him, I'm like, okay, you got some condoms? And he's like, no, I only fuck raw. And I was like, that's what we're not gonna do. Which, because I was very meticulous about not hunching with no condom. Is that the right word? I hope so. But I was very, like, I was all about safety. Because, you know, in the gated community, you can't trust a lot of people. You can't trust a lot of people. I'm sorry, but I can't just be hunching you raw, like, if we not together, okay? Because people be lying about their status. Be safe, y'all. Be safe. Because people don't care. And then hunt you, sometimes even, you know, let's not get into that. Anyways, protect yourself, wear condoms. So, I'm like, okay, cool. So after, you know, I get done doing him, I'm like, okay, you know, where the money at? He like, oh, I gotta go to the ATM real quick. Mind you, this is a parking lot of a casino. This is a parking lot of a motherfucking casino. And I'm like, okay, damn, so cool. We walk all the way to the fucking casino. Because he was parked all the way in a motherfucking back. All the way in the back. Because, you know, he was a truck driver. He got this big ass truck. But he just didn't have the fucking, the container of the truck. He just had the truck itself, bitch. Optimus Prime. So, we go to the casino. Mind you, I'm only 16 at this time. But, you know, I'm lying to saying I'm 18. So, I still can't go in that casino. So, he like, okay, wait right here. Because you said you was 18, right? I'm like, yeah. He like, okay, well, I'm pretty sure they're not going to allow you in, but I'm finna go to the ATM and I'm finna come back, okay? I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm waiting there, y'all. I'm waiting there. It's like 5 minutes go by. I'm like, okay, it's probably a line, so let me, you know, not get crazy. You know, 10 minutes go by, and then at this point, I'm like, did this motherfucker just scam me? What the fuck? So, you know, I'm texting him. I'm like, okay, where you at? I give him some time to respond. 5 minutes go by. He still haven't responded. I'm like, okay. I know this motherfucker don't see my message. Because his Grindr profile was still online and this was what we was messaging on. So I'm like, okay, he definitely saw this bitch. So, 5 minutes go by. I'm like, okay, bitch, let me try to, like, call him. Let me try to, like, call that shit. So, you know, bitch, I call. I call the motherfucking thing on Grindr. That shit don't work. So at this point, a bitch been waiting for 30 to damn near 45 minutes. And I'm getting mad because I'm like, okay, this motherfucker just scammed me like that. Like, he really gonna do a bitch like that. Mind you, he was also supposed to give me a lift back. So now I'm like, is he really finna strand me out here? Not strand me. Leave me out here stranded? Like, what the fuck? So, good thing I have, you know, some money in my motherfucking little account. You know, I had to get myself a lift back home. Y'all, I was so mad. I was so mad. Like, this is a dude. This is the reason why, after him, every time I linked up with another dude, they had to give me my money up front. Because he left a bad taste in my mouth. Because usually, when I first started, I was like, okay, let me do my thing. And then I get my money after. So, you almost like a, damn, I don't know where the fuck I was going with this, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You try what you want to try, then you get your coins. But I'm like, after that, always get your money first, bitches. Get your money at the door. Get your money before you even show up sometimes, because these dudes will try to trick you, try to jip you out your coins, and I was young and naive, so, you know, I really didn't care which one came first. I'm like, okay, you get my money early, or you can give me my money at the end, but as long as I got my money, I was happy. So after that, I was like, yeah, he done broke it he made it worse for everybody else, okay, pretty much. So I'm like, okay, at this point, next guys on and after, leave my money at the door. As soon as I walk in, before I even walk in, as soon as you open the door, have my cash ready. Have my money ready, okay? But yeah, that's pretty much the moral of the story. Get your money at the door. And yeah, it was fun. It was good. Middle Eastern meat. Try it all, y'all. Always try it all. That's another moral of the story, I guess. Try it all, baby. Try it all, cause everything is good. Try all the flavors. And if you made it through this whole story time, baby, I love you. Go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and please hit that notification bell on the side so you will be notified the next time I upload. And I'll catch you, okay, on another prime time.